Hi everyone. Lego's Black Friday is here right now. So let's take a quick look at some of the deals that are happening. So as always, I like to sort it by high to low in terms of price so that we get a better idea because, always we want to get the bigger sets discounted. So immediately we can see the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium of Real Madrid being heavily discounted by 20%. Well, of course, percentage-wise, not that great, but almost £70 of discount is pretty good. And of course, the price per part ratio is great for this one, but very niche product, I have to say. And then we have the Formula One race car. Well, that one we've seen before. Optimus Prime is, always it is the prime candidate for these sort of discounts because, well, simply because I don't think the demand is really there for such an expensive set. The Rolling Stone, not surprised, very niche. The Giza pyramid, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean it's always looked like a good set, but it's not something that I would pick up personally. The Ford Raptor Technic set. And then Harry Potter and Hermione Granger. This set is actually going for half price at Smith's. So yeah, it really isn't a very popular set. It is retiring soon, so some people might be interested. They're not going to do this again, I don't think, simply because the demand is not there and they don't even have Ron. I think Ron might have come in the next series, but as things stands, I don't think it's going to come. And then a Monkie Kids set. Now, this is pretty interesting because this is like Monkie Kids set are usually quite expensive simply because they're not usually in stock in the UK in anywhere other than Lego.com. So this is an interesting discount for, I think, folks in the UK if they enjoy Monkie Kids because, well, this is probably the best discount that you can get, even though 30% isn't crazy. It's pretty decent. It also goes to show that it is not necessarily a very popular set. Yeah, suppose it could be good for fulfilling those gift with purchase thresholds. The Mosaic Maker, 25%. Again, many of them are exclusive or retiring soon, so that's good. Elwood Presley, again, very niche set. Art Project new niche set. Bowser's Airship, yeah, 20% discount isn't crazy for this particular set. I've seen so much crazier discounts, but I think it's a good set. Unfortunately, it's Mario themed and not everyone is interested, particularly the A4. And then, the Black Panther is already going for 20% discount. Apparently, this set is not selling so well. That's interesting because this set is new. It's really new, right? So, yeah. But, there are some really interesting minifigures. 5 of them, actually. But I do expect this set to go on really, really good sale at some point. Like the Iron Man Armory. No one's buying this as well. It's pretty clear to me at this point. The Friendship Treehouse. Now that's good. That is a good discount. However, I have seen this gone for £35 in Ask the George. So that's a 50% discount. So I'm like, when I see this price, I'm really not that interested. However, this is the 10-year anniversary set for Lego Friends theme, so this might have some value to certain folk. And also I've seen a mock for this Friendship Treehouse, which can turn this into a modular building because obviously they obviously have the piece count to do that, to just use one single set for that. So that would be this would be interesting, but I don't think it is like crazy deal. But meanwhile, this one is pretty good, right? Seinfeld, 48.99 for this sort of sitcom set. I I can definitely consider picking this up. Right, price per part ratio absolutely amazing. 30% off of the original retail price for an IP set. Certainly appealing to me. I mean, the only thing that is really keeping me from getting this set in the first place is just the fact that it's so open, and just in general a sort of a display piece rather than a play set. It really limits the things they can do with it. I'm not a big fan of the sort of the camera style setup, even though I did buy the Friends Cafe set. But anyways, 30% off. I do think this is a decent deal for people who want to meet the gift purchase threshold. Again, a lot of those have to be for that purpose. They're not going to be the most popular sets, I don't think. The Mandalorian and One Starfighter. Oh, apparently this one is also not selling very well, even though it has an exclusive, currently still exclusive Din Djarin minifigure, as well as this woman here. I don't remember his name. Don't remember her name, but exclusive here as well. I'm not sure she's going to appear ever again. One of those popular minor characters. But yeah, not a crazy discount. This is like we've seen better in Argos. Actually, they're doing something like a 40% discount on this set. So I'm not sure if it's run out of stock yet. As of now, I haven't checked, but yeah, I think down the line you can find this discounted by even further. Vacation Beach House. So this goes with the Main Street sets in the Friends theme. That's good. But 20% discount isn't that great, even though it's retiring soon. So maybe this is a decent discount. And you have to consider, right? This is on if you shop at home on Lego.com, like there's an extra 5% discount. Even in of course, if it coincides with any double VIP events, then it will be even better. But there's an extra 5%, just to bear in mind. Floral Arts, not surprised. Again, very niche sets. The Eternals. Yeah, the Eternals, unfortunately, are always going to be the prime candidates for discounts. Even though the set itself is actually pretty decent, you get a really nice looking mech sort of build, even though this is technically not a mech, but yeah. Again, Monkie Kids sets being discounted. Lion Guardian. Yeah, I do think this is a good opportunity, like the perfect moment to pick up these Monkie Kids set because they are not discounted anywhere else. This is an exclusive product on Shop at Home, at least in the UK. And 30% is pretty juicy discount, even especially for the official retailer. Even for third-party retailer, 30% is pretty decent. Some other Mario sets. The Batman cowl, maybe too old for folks these days. So Shuri Sunbird, not surprised. We're seeing this heavily discounted. Apparently the Wakanda Forever sets aren't doing so well. And then the Pirate... Okay, now 50% off these video sets, right? Shang-Chi. Well, I did expect this, to be honest. That's why I held off sort of buying this from John Lewis, because this is exclusive to John Lewis in the UK, and I think it's a decent set, not for everyone, but 20% discount on a set like this is pretty good. Spice Girl Tribute, apparently this is not hitting home for even the UK fans, so it has to be discounted by 40%. You get all 5 of these Spice Girls, so 5 for each of them. I don't think that's too bad, to be honest. And all these are prints, so this might be a good pickup. I've never tried any brickheads before. I don't want to have to begin collecting, but I do think Spice Girls are pretty iconic. And 40% discount is pretty juicy. Everyone is awesome. This is a good pack for these monochrome minifigures. 20% is pretty decent because again, it's not sold anywhere else. Ninja Training Center. Well, we've seen even crazier discounts elsewhere. Big message board. Okay, yeah. Beach glamping, 30%. Looks crazy, but not so much. Maze Dragon car. Okay, that's pretty decent. 4 minifigures. Again, no, a lot of those are Monkie Kids sets, which is not really that surprising considering the popularity of the theme in general. And yeah, K-pop concert. So finally, Lego is matching those discounts with the third-party retailers for this one, if not more actually, because 50% times that extra 5% off is actually more, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, for some reason this set is not doing so well, right? I think Advent calendars in general, right? Maybe because of the price increase earlier, so people are not really that interested. But this set helps you complete the Guardians of the Galaxy lineup, especially if you haven't got the older sets. I suppose that's the thing. Riverside Houseboat, again, prime suspect. It's going to be discounted until the end of its life cycle. Miles Morales, yeah. Stunt Park, yeah. A lot of those dot sets, city sets. Shang-Chi again, Escape from 10 Rings. Yeah, I do think this is the inferior set compared to 2, but yeah, it's still a good set. It's just a shame that a lot of these Marvel characters do not have exclusive face prints. Otherwise, they would have been a little bit more valuable, I suppose. Brickheads again, being heavily discounted. Yeah, again, these video sets, in my local toy store is actually going for £10. But of course, if you consider the extra 5% discount, it's not really that far away. It's getting there, definitely. I don't think it's going any further than that, but seeing 50% off on lego.com is pretty crazy to say. And then some stunt bike sets, but 30% really isn't that crazy. Pencil holder, this is exclusive, I think. So yeah, good discount for people interested. Chinese New Year pandas. Yeah, again, a lot of breakhead sets. So again, these are sort of the impulse buys of sets for fulfilling those purchase thresholds. So yeah, again, the beatbox. Yeah, I mean, I got my beatboxes at £4 each, so this really doesn't appeal to me that much, but it's retiring soon. So give it a pass. Trophy. Okay. Yeah, again, nobody cares. These sort of sets. Defense of Hoth is interesting, because I picked that up a couple of months ago for the full price, so ouch, but 40% discount is good for army building anyway. 3 minifigures. Yeah, we can make do without all these side builds, but yeah, this is a decent set. Decent discount as well. And then yeah, all these animal briquettes sort of sets. Yeah, I mean, again, not for everyone. So all these, right? Yeah, again, yeah, I think we've reached the end of the road. Buzz Lightyear. Some of the less popular stunt bikes. Again, these are just impulse buys, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you're really going for the bikes. Yeah, bandmates. Pick up one or two of them, right? It's only £2 after all. just to, hopefully to get some of the more interesting characters, or to just simply fulfill the threshold again, impulse buys. But yeah, so that's all we have. Let's just kick back to the most interesting page. After all, it's the big sets that really matter. But yeah, again, this is just a mere Black Friday deals from Lego.com compared to other retailers, simply because they don't really have to discount the most popular sets or the newer sets, if you will, unless they're really selling terribly, which in some cases it is. But ultimately, for Lego.com, it really is the double VIP weekend that truly matters, where the good deals really come to fruition, like the 5 times VIP points promo for a lot of those bigger sets. As far as this Black Friday is concerned, I don't think it's terrible, but as expected, is not going to be the most popular sets that get discounted. I was hoping that maybe there's a slight chance that the table football set could go on discount. Unfortunately, that has not come to pass. And yeah, ultimately, I suppose I feel the same with a lot of people, is that there aren't that many interesting deals. A lot of these sets are either not selling very well anyway, not very popular, or they're going for even better discounts at third-party retailers. And the only reason that you're going to buy from Lego.com is that you want to get certain gifted purchases, which you probably should have done last week anyway, because or you already have done, because obviously that's what most people do. They don't want to miss out on those gifted purchases, but apparently they're still in stock. Doesn't matter, because you've already done the purchase last week, and unless there's some crazy things going on in the Black Friday deal, I don't know if they're going to add more sets to this lineup, but for now, I think it's decent. It's a decent collection of discounted sets, particularly the Monkie Kids. I think the Monkie Kids, and of course, if you like some of those video sets, now is the time to pick them up, at 50% discount plus that extra 5%. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the Black Friday deals as of now. I do think some of them are going to run out, especially the smaller sets, because people will just impulse buy them. No, they won't impulse buy the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium for sure, simply because of the price tag. But yeah, maybe I'll do an update video on Cyber Monday or sometime before that if anything changes. But thank you for watching, and happy shopping.